Imagine walking through one of the hottest deserts on Earth. No trees, no water, no life. And then suddenly, you see giant purple flowers growing in the sand. Not just any flower, the most expensive spice in the world. This is saffron. And it should not be growing here. Because saffron is one of the hardest plants to grow on Earth. It requires specific temperatures, careful irrigation, soft soil, perfect climate conditions. But the Sahara Desert has none of these. The Sahara is one of the harshest environments on Earth. Temperatures can reach 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Rainfall is extremely rare. The soil is dry and sandy. Yet somehow, giant saffron flowers started appearing. This shocked agricultural experts. Because saffron is not just rare, it's extremely valuable. Saffron comes from a delicate flower called Crocus sativus. Inside each flower, there are only 3 tiny red threads. These threads are the saffron spice. And here's something unbelievable. To make just 1 kilogram of saffron, farmers need 150,000 to 200,000 flowers. That's why saffron is so expensive. Prices can reach $3,000, $5,000, even $10,000 per kilogram. And now, giant saffron flowers were growing in the Sahara. Larger than normal, stronger than expected, more resilient to heat. Scientists started asking questions. Was this a new species? Or something even more unusual? Because if saffron could grow here, this discovery could change farming forever. And this was only the beginning. At first, scientists thought it was fake. Photos of giant saffron flowers began circulating online. Many believed they were edited. Because saffron is one of the most delicate crops in the world. It normally grows in mild climates, cool nights, dry but controlled environments, not extreme desert heat. But when researchers arrived, they were stunned. The saffron plants were real, and even more surprising, they were larger than normal. Normal saffron flowers are small, but these were taller, wider, stronger. Even the bulbs underground were bigger. Scientists began collecting samples. They tested soil composition, a temperature resistance, water usage, and they discovered something interesting. The desert soil contained unexpected minerals. These minerals may have helped the plants grow stronger. Another surprising discovery. These saffron plants used less water than normal ones. This shocked agricultural experts, because saffron farming usually requires careful irrigation. But here, the plants were adapting naturally. Researchers started asking a new question. Could deserts become the future of farming? Because if saffron, the world's most expensive spice, could grow here, other crops might grow too. And that idea changed everything. Most people don't realize saffron is more valuable than gold by weight. Yes, this small flower produces one of the most expensive spices on Earth. Saffron comes from the delicate plant called Crocus sativus. Each flower produces only 3 red threads. These threads are carefully harvested by hand. This makes saffron extremely labor-intensive. Farmers must pick flowers early morning, carefully remove threads, dry them slowly. This process takes hours. And here's something shocking. To produce 1 gram of saffron, you need 150 flowers. To produce 1 kilogram, you need 150,000 plus flowers. That's why saffron is called red gold, the golden spice, the world's most expensive crop. Saffron is also used for food flavoring, medicine, cosmetics, traditional remedies. It has been used for thousands of years. Ancient civilizations valued saffron highly because it was rare and difficult to grow, which makes the Sahara discovery even more unbelievable, because now, the rarest spice in the world was growing in the harshest desert, and scientists were just beginning to understand why. The Sahara Desert is one of the harshest places on Earth. Extreme heat, dry winds, almost no rain. Yet somehow, saffron was growing here. Scientists studied the conditions carefully, and they discovered something surprising. Saffron actually prefers dry climates, sunny environments, a well-drained soil, and the Sahara had all of these. The desert also provided strong sunlight, minimal humidity, natural drainage. These conditions reduced plant diseases, which helped saffron grow healthier. Another factor was temperature. While days were extremely hot, nights in the desert became very cold. This temperature difference helped the plants grow stronger. This shocked researchers, because the desert was acting like a natural greenhouse. Instead of harming plants, it was helping them adapt. Some scientists even believe desert farming could become more common in the future, because deserts receive unlimited sunlight, a large open land, a low pest risks, and if expensive crops like saffron can grow, this could become a major agricultural breakthrough. The Sahara was no longer just a desert. It was becoming an opportunity. What if deserts could feed the world? It sounds impossible, but giant saffron growing in the Sahara was proving otherwise. Scientists began thinking bigger. Because saffron isn't just valuable, it's extremely profitable. A small farm can produce thousands of dollars worth of saffron, and deserts offer huge land, strong sunlight, a low competition. This could create new farming opportunities. Some researchers even tested desert irrigation systems, underground water usage, solar-powered farming, and the results were promising. Plants survived. Some even grew better. Saffron became the perfect desert crop because it needs a less water, dry climate, strong sunlight, all things deserts already have. This discovery changed perspectives. Deserts were no longer empty. They were potential farmland, and giant saffron was leading the way. Scientists noticed something unusual. The saffron plants were spreading slowly but steadily. New flowers appeared weeks later in different areas. This suggested something important.
The plants were adapting.
They were learning to survive. Even in harsh conditions, researchers discovered the bulbs underground were multiplying. This allowed new flowers to grow naturally. And even more surprising, some plants were growing larger than before. This raised new questions. Was the desert environment making them stronger? Because normally, saffron plants are delicate, but here, they were resilient, and that made this discovery even more mysterious. What if the Sahara became the world's biggest saffron farm? It sounds unbelievable, but scientists began calculating. Saffron is one of the most profitable crops. Small farms can generate huge revenue. Now, imagine millions of acres. Desert land is abundant, cheap, and used. This creates opportunity. Governments and researchers started discussing desert agriculture, high-value crops, sustainable farming. Saffron became the top candidate because demand is rising worldwide and supply is limited. If Sahara saffron farming succeeds, it could create new jobs, new industries, new economies. The desert could become gold. Red gold. Saffron. Saffron is not new. It has existed for thousands of years. Ancient civilizations used saffron for
Medicine, food, dyes,
perfume. Historical records show saffron was used in ancient Persia, ancient Greece, ancient Egypt. Even royalty valued saffron because it was rare and expensive. Some ancient texts even described saffron as a luxury for kings.
Now,
thousands of years later, it was appearing in the Sahara. This made the discovery even more fascinating because deserts once supported life. And now, life was returning. The world is changing. Food demand is increasing. Farmland is decreasing. But deserts are expanding. This creates a challenge and an opportunity. Scientists now believe desert farming may be the future. With solar energy, irrigation systems, climate-resistant crops, deserts could produce food. Giant saffron was just the beginning, because if expensive crops grow here, other plants might too. The Sahara could become a farming revolution.